Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Supersonic Skull. Alright, let's start out with a quick sketch just to get everything where I want it and just to make sure I have everything in the screen. And don't worry about it if you can't see it, you'll see it eventually. I'm going to switch over to Sharpie and then you'll see much better. So I just want to try to come up with something good. I kind of almost think these guys should be like in an action pose or something, you know? So maybe the next few, because I want to draw them all, maybe the next few I'm going to do like flying through the air or something, you know? Something a little different. Because it just seems to me like a waste just drawing them standing here, you know? Like they need to be doing like flying through the air, you know, because that's what they are, right? Aren't they like the kind of pilots that would drop from the air like way above safety levels, and that's why they wear these masks, right? Isn't it something like this? I don't know, I could be wrong. But well, this one we'll just draw standing here, and then we'll work on it from there, okay? And we'll make them fun. Okay, so this one looks pretty good. I just gotta, you know, make sure I get everything in here real fast, and I'll switch over to Sharpie. And bring this foot down a little bit more to make it more balanced. Okay, let's see, because yeah, he's got like straps like he's wearing some kind of backpack. So I would imagine, and who knows, you know, I could be wrong. It's just Fortnite characters. Maybe I'm overthinking who does what, why, and where, you know? Okay, so let's draw the arms real quick. And let's see, just simple fists I think would be good for them. Nice and strong. And don't want to think too much about it. We're not don't want to think about it. That's not what I'm trying to say. Don't want to overthink it, you know? Just have fun with it, really. Okay, that's crossing his chest like that. He's got this. Here's his shoulder. His shoulder pad is pretty big. So we're going to do that. I'm going to bring this elbow about to right there. And let's see. So that will put this arm right about there. Put that fist right about there. And let's see, how can I... Let's see, he's got these things. That's the other part about this, is sometimes it gets confusing because it's just a design, right? And so I'm trying to get it right for you. Trying to look as close to the design as possible. But I also have to figure out what they're doing. You know, figure out what they drew and where, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because if I don't understand it, I don't want to put the wrong lines on here for you. And just because I don't am not familiar with what they actually do, you know? Okay, like for instance, this thing that I'm sketching out right now, this little eye set, I don't know what it is. It seems to me like they're over the eyes. It looks to me like a bow or a band-aid over his head, but I don't know anything about this character, so I'm just drawing it how I imagine it is, and you know, we'll go from there. So, alright, I got a lot of lines here, so I need to dial it back because it's supposed to be just a sketch of his suit, you know, and I'm adding a lot of pencil lines, and we don't want that. We want pen, right? Because you want to see what we're doing. You don't want the sketches. You want the pen. You want the final. You want the fun, right? Okay, and I wanted to kind of draw this leg out here because I was going to draw him kind of flying at you like this, but he's got this fun, you know, thing right here that I want to make sure I get in here. The skull design that they have painted on their leg, you know? That's mostly why I picked just going with the regular standing pose. You know, we can just draw it like that. So, okay, so I think we're good here. Let's move on to the actual ink. And let's see. I'm going to use Sharpies, as usual. Sharpie pen, Sharpie 5-point. And usually I start with the Sharpie pen, but there's no eyes. So I don't have to worry about that. So I think I'm just going to go straight in with the Sharpie and just build off of that. You know, let's go crazy. So his mouthpiece, let's see, it's something like this. It's kind of a small circle at the front, and then it kind of expands out. So he's got the breathing apparatus on the side. It's going to come out like this. Do something like that. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this down and connect it. Bring that one over. Bring this up. And then this side can come out. And that's like that side, opposite sides, right? It doesn't look exact. I mean, this line should have been like right there, but hey, again, this is our drawing. We do what we want, okay? So let's draw the rest of his head. So I'm going to draw that thing I was talking about up here. And it's kind of got straight edges, so that's why I'm doing this. And then connect it. Oops, didn't connect that. Do that. And do that. And so, like I said, kind of sucks that I don't know what he is or what he does, that I just kind of have to make it up as I go. But that's my own fault. That's because I don't know. That's because I'm ignorant of the information. And that's all ignorant means, is that you just don't understand. It doesn't mean that you're stupid. It's been used for horrible words, or to making you feel stupid, because it means you don't know. But that's how life is. You don't know until you learn, you know? So ignorant just means that you don't understand the information. That's all. So I'm kind of doing this, just kind of going by the sketch or not the sketch, but the idea of what's in the drawing. Because he's got these little things hanging off, you know? So I could just draw those edges like that. And I'm going to draw the edges of his hat over here like this. And since I've got some of the top, you can see, I'll go ahead and round it off like that. Okay? So now I can draw his shoulder. That's kind of the frontmost part. I can build off of that. So I'm going to draw his shoulder pad like this. And he's got these circles. This one's a little over, so that's why I wanted to draw it first. And then this one, same thing, just kind of something like that. And then I can draw the rest of it in like this, okay? And it's kind of up because his arms are up. You know, when you do, your shoulders raise up a little bit, you know, so I just wanted to throw that in there real fast. So now I can draw his hose. I'm going to do little kinks the entire way because it's a hose, you know, just to give it some flavor. Okay. And if you want, you can like draw lines in there. It's kind of a lot. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. Just to kind of, I think that works. That looks better. I'm just drawing them randomly. No rhyme or reason. There you go. Stands out a little bit more. Okay. So let's draw his, the rest of his body. His, I don't know what these are, but like little rectangles on his chest. They look like some kind of pack or something that are on his strap going across. So I'm going to go ahead and do like this and then do like this because it's got a buckle type kind of thing. And I'm going to add just a little fine detail real quick, just to, you know, make it unique, my own style. Something like this. It doesn't have to be specific. Just to like that. That's all. Just to give it something, because a lot of this stuff is just big, like this. His vest is kind of goes over like this, and comes over and goes under like that, and then goes up to his side like this. And that's it. I mean, he's got a neck piece that you really can't see from the drawing that we're doing. So I'm just gonna connect it like this and draw his other side of his chest. Okay, so let's draw his other arm over here. And since we're over here, doesn't matter which side we're gonna pick. So I'm gonna draw his shoulder like this, because he's got a shoulder piece there, but it's kind of going down like that. Okay, and so I'm going to draw the rest of his arm down to his elbow like this, and so I'm going to draw some creases in his material just like that, just to make it different. He's got an arm piece like that on his forearm that I'm going to use to my advantage to be able to draw to like that. Okay, so then I'm going to draw up to this other one like that, make it pretty simple. And so now here I'm just going to again just draw a fist. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the back of his hand to his pinky like that. So I'm going to draw the other parts of the pinky, draw the meat of his hand right here, then draw the thumb meat. I know it sounds weird, right? But that's what I call it. And then his other fingers are kind of behind that. And see, you kind of get away with doing something like that. You don't have to draw too much details. I'm going to add a few more in here like that, just to show these creases and folds. You know, just something. Okay, so let's do the other arm over here. So same thing, he's got the forearm band and the wristband. So let's add some creases in material like that. Go down to his elbow. Going to come up to where that band is going to be. Like that. I'm going to draw, let's say the other band's going to be about right there. Draw his forearm like that. And then let's draw him a fist. Or should we just hand out like that? What do you think? Let's draw the hand out. Let's just do something different, you know? So, see, I didn't sketch it out, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. I'm just going to kind of draw his thumb out like this. There's the back of his hand, okay? So I'm just going to basically do that, okay? So I'm going to draw his finger like this. Another one a little bit taller. Another one like that. And then his pinky out like that. Right? I think that's good. And if we want, we can draw in some lines for the hands. I'm going to thicken that up because that came out really short. Draw some like that. You know, just some creases and folds. That's the best way to show that it's got some texture, you know? Okay, so let's draw the rest of them here. He's got a big side pouch pack. I'm just going to draw a big square like this. Okay, and it's got a cover, I guess is what I was drawing there. I'm going to draw his big old belt. He's got something like this. Outside connecting it, and then that's going to go outside of him like this. And his what do you call it? His jacket here kind of folds out, goes like that, and there's more straps and whatnot across him. So we're going to do something like that, just to give it the texture. And so now we're going to draw his pants, and oh, he's got like grenades on the side here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Just draw something like this. Okay. And there you go. That'll. I don't like the way that did, but that's okay. That's all right. You know, I was basically drawing the handle of the grenade, that little part you pull off. But hey, you know what? Happy accident. This is what we did, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep going with it. I like it. I'm happy with it. All right. So now we're going to draw his legs. Let's see. Let me get a better picture real quick. All right. So he's got. Let's see. This side's coming out like that, and then he's got straps across. We'll see his crotch is right there, holding him in, and that's why I assume this is like a guy with a backpack or something, because he's got do like that straps holding him all in, you know, holding up his his body in case he needs to eject, you know. So I'm going to draw down to his knee like this, and I'm going to do the same thing over here on this side. And this one's going to come, I'm going to draw those little circles I was talking about. Okay. And let's see, there's a couple more, one like that, like that. And this I'm not going to mess with until I color it. That way it'll look good with color and not with this big old stinky Sharpie. Okay, so let's draw his huge knee pads. They're kind of big, rectangular. I guess not rectangular. I don't know what size you would call that, or what dimension. Not dimension. Shape. Silly boy. I don't know what shape you would call that. So I'm just going to draw it like that on both sides. And then his legs, I'm going to draw down to his boot right there. He's got like this little connector piece right there. And these all connect like this. And so these kind of stick out like that. Not too much. And this circle is what I'm drawing right there. And then that kind of comes out like that. Okay, so now we can finish drawing his boots, and we'll be about done. So I'm going to come down to the top of his boot like that, come down. Let's do this one too. I'm going to come down to the top of the boot, come down. This one's pointed right at you, so it's a little different. So I'm going to come over with the boot to the heel, up a little bit like that, over to the boot, the heel, and then just come down, draw the boot. And I'll draw the toe on this one like that, which is right there. So that's why you can't really. Here, we'll do like that. And let's go give him a little bit of tread. Something like that. Just a little technique, little style. So I say we take care of the rest with color. So for now, that is Supersonic Skull. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.